Hey guys, welcome back. So these are my current nails. My right hand is still the same and my left hand's got the iGel colors on them. But I wanted to do a little 10-minute mani makeover, and I'm going to be using Revel's Tack-free Gel Top Coat along with Revel's Chrome. And I grabbed this one just because it's blue and I figured it would go well with the mani. I am not taking off my existing mani. Only thing I'm going to do is, if I haven't already, I think I may have, I'm going to buff off or file off the top coat, and we're going to play with some chrome. That's literally all I'm going to do. So if you have a mani that you've been wearing for a few days or a week or so, and you don't want to redo your mani, but you kind of want something fresh and new, this is a great way to give your mani a little bit of a facelift for when you just don't feel like doing them, or if you want to just keep them on, gray your nails out, whatever it may be. So I'm going to go ahead and get my nails all buffed and ready to go, and I will be right back. I realized while I was buffing over my nails that this color actually would really look great as a matte. This is the Baja Blue from iGel Beauty, and the glitter is Bright Diamonds, also by iGel Beauty. I know you guys would probably had questions about what I'm wearing, and I will list everything in the description box for you guys, but that's what I'm wearing, and that blue is like one of my favorite blues ever in the whole world right now, and it would look so good matte. I love it. I love it, and now I'm going to cover it up because that's what I do when I'm bored. I also really wanted to do this video. I know you guys have been requesting it like crazy, and this was also one of the products, I think the top coat, that you guys said wasn't one of your favorites, so I wanted to play with it and give it a shot. The buffer that I used, I realize I'm like so scatterbrained right now. The buffer that I used is a very coarse buffer. It's from Peppi Gel, and it's more like a file than a buffer, so it does leave, nice demarcation lines, and it will let the gel adhere well to the nail. If you are using any other tool, you just want to make sure to rough your nail up a little bit so the gel can stick to it real well. Then I'm going in with my gel top coat. I gave it only a 15-second flash cure. That's it. And now I'm going to take the chrome, tap a little bit just to make sure it's not too sticky, and then rub that baby in, and this is what it looks like. I was really nervous doing this because I've heard a lot of you guys tell me that you don't have good experiences with either chrome or the Revel top coat or both, and I don't know, this came out really good. I kind of loved it. I really liked it a lot, and you're gonna see, towards the end how it all comes together. There are definitely some things that I want to caution you guys about. Not caution per se, but just things to keep in the back of your mind when you're doing a technique like this where you're doing chrome. If you guys feel like I'm talking funny, it's because I am. I bit my tongue on the side of my tongue so bad last night, it hurts terribly, but I will persevere. I may sound funny, but you guys will get a kick out of it maybe. Anyway, so when you're applying the gel that you're going to chrome, you have to be super careful about your gel placement. You want to line that up exactly to where whatever color you have under it is, whether it's gel polish or dip or whatever. You want to make sure that you're not overlapping that, flooding your cuticle, because wherever you put that gel top coat, the chrome is going to be. And you can always clean that up with a file later on, but I find it just easier to put a little extra care into where you're applying your product. That way it saves you the work later on. That is really the only and best trick I can give you when it comes to applying chrome. Additionally, with chrome, you can kind of pick up any accidents or mistakes you may have made in your dip or gel process. So you may want to think about that too, and decide if your nail is like perfectly smooth, and if it's not, maybe make that nail an accent nail and don't chrome it, because you will see every single teeny tiny little flaw in your nail. Other than that, and which is not a big deal. For me, it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of, be super careful, and that's it, which I tend to do anyway. But other than that, this is really so simple and super fast. I mean, this video is pretty much real time, so you can see how long it took me to do an entirely different mani. Granted, it was over an existing mani, but if you want to do a little quick revamp, I think this is spectacular, especially if you're going to like an event where you have to get ready and stuff like that. I had a ball with this. I really did. And I'm living for this blue. Living for this blue. I bought a similar shade in a couple of different companies that, make the similar color. I don't know why I'm in this like blue mood right now. And it's not bad. It's not like a sad mood. Like blue for me is life. You remember those mood rings when you were a kid? I don't know. I had mood rings when I was a kid from like Claire's or, those stupid little stores. And mine were always either black or blue. That was always my mood. And I'm pretty sure that was always everybody's mood. But that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of those mood rings when I was a kid. And it's like such a throwback. I'm going to stop yapping for just a bit. I could, you know me, I could yap all day long. I'm going to let you watch for just another minute, but I'll be back with you guys for a top coat and some final thoughts, so stick around. I lied, I'm still here. One thing that I did want to mention really quickly before we get into like top coat stuff is, okay, so because we only flash cured that no wipe top coat before we put the, chrome on top of it, once I'm done with all of my nails, I'm going to cure my whole hand for 45 seconds. And that's just to make sure that layer that we chromed over is completely cured before I go and put top coat on. If you don't properly cure gel, it can lead to a couple of weird situations, potentially. I mean, it could peel up on you, not look right. It could also contribute to allergies to gel products. So you always want to make sure you're curing your gel properly, follow your directions on your labels and on your lamps and all that stuff. But I wanted to just throw that in there for you guys so you know what, I'm doing step by step. So you're going to see me do that here in a bit. Of course, I fast forward through my cure times because I'm sure it's probably no fun for you guys to watch an empty screen for a minute. Like a minute doesn't seem that long, but it kind of is when you're, watching anything on TV or YouTube or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll come back for final top coat and final thoughts. Promise you I'm really leaving this time, but I'll be back. Okay, so now that I've gotten that original layer of the top coat and chrome cured, I'm going to go in with the top coat. And this is going to seal everything in. What I would advise on this layer of top coat is to slightly overlap where your chrome and your color is, because that will kind of act as a, protective barrier from lifting and peeling and all that. Capping the free edge is super important also. That's going to help prevent chipping, especially with gel products, because it can chip pretty easily, especially if you don't rough up your nail, So that's what I'm doing here. I did also cap my free edge with the original layer of top coat before I chromed, and that is just so I have chrome on the actual tips of my nails and not just on the top of my nail. That's a personal thing. I'm incredibly OCD when it comes to certain stuff, but that's just what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat, and I'm going to cure for, you know what, it really depends on your lamp and your products. I play it safe always with top coat. I cure for a full minute because I want to make sure it's not going anywhere. 30 seconds would probably suffice in a high wattage lamp. My lamp is a 72 watt and it's currently unavailable like everything else. But anything over 48 watts should do the trick for you guys. So this is the finished mani. I am obsessed. I love it. I'm going to rub them down with alcohol, not because they need to be, it's a no wipe top coat, but this will just get any excess chrome dust off of, my nails or around my nails in the cuticle area, whatever, just so they're nice and clean and finished. It's kind of a personal habit. I disinfect all the time. And then I'm going to go in with my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil. And you guys are going to get super tired of me saying this, but I am using my hashtag Hot Mess Marla. If you guys haven't picked it up, I encourage you to do so, because the scent of the stuff that you're about to see is Rainbow Sherbet. Here it is. It's Rainbow Sherbet, and it's absolutely incredible. And I mean, I need someone constantly to tell me not to drink this because I want to. But proceeds from this particular cuticle oil does go to the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, which is something I'm super passionate about, and I like helping out fur friends, and I hope you do too. And I'll leave all the info for everything, including the oil, down in my description box. You guys are going to have to let me know how you felt about this, and you know, if you guys feel like you want to try it yourselves, or if you have, let me know too. Comment down below, keep me posted, let me know, and I will see you guys in my next vid. Love you, bye.